The Sunriver Chronicles have to take a picture of this coffee bar. Okay, this is number 46 Red Cedar on August 12th. We've got dinner at this place. This is one of Ernie's rented spots. Nice dinner on the deck. These are the Sunriver Chronicles. Now, Carrie and Taylor, you need to introduce yourself. Where do you live?
I'm Carrie Aldridge, and I live in Gladstone, and this is Taylor Aldridge. Where do you live? Where do you live? I don't know.
How old are you, Taylor?
I'm going to be 12 tomorrow. You are Sylvia Earl's granddaughter, and I'm her daughter.
That's right.
And you're my uncle.
Taylor, what did you do a couple weeks ago at the Nationals?
I threw the discus. From Texas. Cindy's son. I took 7.
Carrie, what do you do for a living?
I'm a lady of leisure. I
just sit around and drink coffee all day.
Yeah, at Happy Rock Coffee. I'm the janitor, the bookkeeper, the roaster, the barista. We miss Bob at all these track meets.
Yes, we do, don't we?
Very cool. He would be there, and did you see Michael's email about he'd be there with the latest and the greatest?
Yes.
That was so perfect.
That he would.
But anyway, we, Jordan and Taylor, Uncle Bob looks down on us.
I'm going to get Jordan's statement here on tape pretty soon.
I'm Susan Reedy.
Where do you live?
I live in Albany, Oregon.
What do you do?
I'm a special education teacher.
How are you related to me?
You're my honorary cousin.
No, I'm your best
yeah, you were my
cousin.
favorite cousin.
Yeah.
That's right. But then you married someone else.
Oh, well,
That was a problem.
it's not legal in Oregon.
Well,
Did you have a crush?
I would have taken any of the girls.
Really? You had crushes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, how cute.
They were so fun.
They were?
I mean, they still are so fun.
I thought they were big dorks.
Oh, you would have fit right in, right there with me, yeah, because we were the youngest of that generation.
So, what was your favorite pastime when you were a young lady? And I was working and you were doing what?
Riding horses.
Riding horses, that's right.
It was my job.
You have to lift a finger.
I had to rogue the fields for daughter on my horse. That's right. 5 in the morning comes early.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you're married too? And how many children do you have?
We have 2 boys.
Right.
And an adopted son, Chris.
Oh, an adopted son, Chris. Yeah, Chris is
Seriously?
a permanent fixture.
He pretty much lives with us, so I consider that adopted. His mom comes for visitation rights.
To hear more about that.
That's funny.
You ought to hear. That's what I understand.
Well, that's good. And Jacob's going to
OS.
OSU.
Yes. He got a little
And
mixed
Dan's
up.
going to go to OSU.
Well, Dan's not sure.
Oh, well,
He's
pretty
checking
soon.
He's checking out.
Okay.
So we'll see. But he did say, I know that Chris wants to go to OSU and wants to go to OSU. Yeah. What?
Oh,
You have
no.
on the wrong hat. Been around. And it says MIT.
Oh, the beavers are everywhere. Okay, well, thanks, Susan.
Yes.
They're on.
What do I suppose to do?
What's your name, Ken?
My name is Penny Lee Poland.
How are you related to me?
I'm your cousin,
Good, that's right.
your oldest cousin.
That's right. That's right.
Why did I admit that?
And you
Her
were-
favorite cousin.
And you were born
I was born in Maryland. Is that what
in
you
Maryland.
meant?
Oh, but you lived most of your young life in
In Umatilla.
Umatilla.
Well, yeah.
Umatilla what?
Oregon.
Umatilla what?
And California.
Well, we certainly enjoy having your company here.
Well, I'm thrilled to be here.
Boy, you're not going to make it on the Today Show. That's for sure.
Lively and spontaneous. So, name, address, social security number.
Oh, okay.
No,
I'm
no
Sylvia
social security
Clark,
number.
and I get Social Security.
Good, get it while it
And
lasts.
I live in Southern California.
Where?
In Sierra Madre.
And your primary task is to
I think I need to chase around the little grandsons.
So how are you related to me?
I'm your oldest sister.
No, I'm your favorite brother.
Right, right.
Ah, see, I'm being spontaneous.
You sound like you don't sound spontaneous. You sound like you're reading a script.
Oh, got no script. I can edit this out.
Yeah. Gosh.
He wasn't being nice?
Oh, you
So
are
do you
so
like
funny.
coming to Sunriver?
Well, yes, I like being around all the relatives. And everybody that's not here should come. Next year, everybody will be here.
Good.
Yeah. Okay.
Why? What are you going to do?
I want you on tape. Now, what's your name?
My name's Barbara Lee Williams.
And how are you related to me?
I'm your cousin, Barbara, your favorite cousin.
That's right.
I grew up in Umatilla. I live in Albany, Oregon now. And I work for the Forest Service. But I can almost retire, so that's a good thing.
Well, that's good. I'm glad for you. You must live right.
I do. You want to be going on to my cousin-in-law, Francis, now. Move it over.
Okay, well, I'll do that because it's your first year.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Okay, Francis, so you're on. So how are you related? Yeah.
We entered Phoenix and then
I am related by, let's see, I'm your favorite cousin-in-law. I'm
Right,
sure.
that's right.
I'm married to your Susan cousin Lee. Susan Lee.
Yeah.
Cousin Susan.
And you've been coming over here for
Universities intended.
quite a while, yeah.
Tucson was
10 years at least, probably.
So are you still working?
I worked yesterday and today.
Good.
I know there's a college in there.
Do I need to
At
talk
what
about my
business?
work?
What business? Tell us what business.
Let's see. Well, you probably don't want to know some of the things that I do.
You're a vet.
Cow vet.
A cow vet.
A
big animal
Every time I look at
vet.
colleges, like there's one little thing wrong.
As opposed to a
Like I
cowboy.
went to UH
As opposed to a cowboy, yeah. I'd rather not cowboy anymore.
I go up to Westwood.
I'm too old for that.
So you're going to retire as soon as you can.
As soon as your cousin says I can.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not gonna work either.
Well, you've been great on the interview.
Oh, he was spontaneous.
San Antonio
Yeah.
or Austin or A&M.
Yeah, you, Barbara, you have to introduce yourself to the camera.
Barbara Elving.
Barbara Elping.
Elving.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right.
To my neighbor?
I don't know about Cottage Grove, but Astoria and in Coos Bay.
Yeah, I know Yonkie very well. He comes and sees me still.
Sure, he's a sweetie and his wife.
Yeah, and they're related to you how?
He's my husband's first cousin.
First cousin, yeah.
And didn't Bob go out with one of the
Yeah,
They lived fairly close together.
next door
Yeah.
on 11th Street.
Yeah, when they, yeah. So it's a small world.
And is Taylor a good granddaughter?
Oh yeah,
She is?
she's a Friday the 13th
She doesn't.
birthday girl.
Yeah. She doesn't cause any trouble?
No, never.
Right.
I wouldn't admit to it anyway.
So do you enjoy coming over to Sunriver?
I love to come to Sunriver.
Well, we sure like having you.
Well, thank you. It's just wonderful. All these great people here.
It is.
Yep. Okay, now we have a very wonderful occasion here. Hi, Cindy. I'm interviewing your mother.
Good.
We're talking to Agnes Manders. So, Agnes, how many times have you been to Sunriver?
I have been to Sunriver about 6 times.
And you're related to me because you're my sister's mother-in-law. You're Ernie's mother. So that makes you how old?
89 and 90 in February.
Wow, that's great. Agnes looks like she's about 60.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I feel that.
So now you live where now?
I now live in Lake Jackson, which is near Houston.
Oh, in Texas.
Near the Gulf of Mexico.
Yeah.
It's also close to Galveston.
Okay, so how close are you to the water?
We live about 12 miles from the Gulf.
Wow.
Territory, so.
Well, I guess we'll take this up just a little later, okay?
Yeah, we
Okay, we're back on tape, Agnes. So now, when did you move to Coos Bay?
moved to Coos Bay in 1960.
1960, right. And so when you moved to Coos Bay, Ernie was sophomore in high school?
He just started his sophomore year in Coos Bay shortly after we moved there.
Yep. And then the rest of your children went to Marshfield High School, went to the Coos Bay School?
Yes, they did, except my youngest, Cindy, since we moved after her first semester in Marshfield, she had to finish her second semester in Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
But she had enough credits to graduate at the end of her junior year. So she went on to college then.
Oh, yeah, good. Well, I must say that Agnes's now deceased husband Ernie was a great fellow, and he was the manager of the Menashe Paper Mill, which we all remember very warmly as college kids. We got to have a summer job, and Ernie was very active in helping all of us college kids get through college. So we look at that with great with fond memories.
Yes, I must say, I miss him always.
Yeah, we sure do.
I miss him always.
Well, we call him Big Ernie, and now we used to call my brother-in-law Ernie Little Ernie, but now he's Big Ernie, and young Ernie now is young Ernie. So got a lot of Ernies going here.
And it started in England. The great-grandfather and the grandfather in England were also Ernies.
And they were in England?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, that's good information. So you having a good time here?
Yes, I am. I'm having a wonderful time. I always have just the best place in my memories for the Pacific Northwest. And I never really wanted to leave it, but then my husband's job demanded that we did have to transfer to the head office in Wisconsin. And I tried to make the best of it.
Yep.
And there's something good about every place. There really is. And there are many nice people.
Well, we were sorry to see the two of you leave the Coos Bay area.
Well,
you're wonderful citizens.
Yes, I missed it very much too, and I had hoped that we could retire back there, but then things didn't work out that way.
Yeah.
I'm just doing the best, and I'm happy. I've met many nice people where I am, so.
Well, I understand that you had a little mishap last year.
Yes, I did. I was in California, and I broke my leg while I was walking my daughter's dog.
Yeah.
And,
But you seem to have recovered very well.
well, I've tried and worked at it very hard.
Yeah. So you're walking and everything just fine.
You know, at my age, I could be in a wheelchair.
That's right. You could have been. That's right.
I'm trying. But I was a very good walker before that happened, so maybe that helped me build up the strength.
I think so. I think being in good shape really helped you out.
And through that ordeal. But people there were very nice to me too. So.
Now that happened just about this time last year,
Yes,
as
it
I
did.
remember. Yeah.
1 year ago.
Yeah.
So I feel very grateful to be able to fly here and take trips around about the countryside. We went to Crater Lake today.
Oh, great.
Crater
Yeah.
Lake. I'd forgotten just how spectacular it is.
Yeah.
It is really one of the 7 wonders of the world,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah, natural wonder of the world, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I can see why it is. And I'm glad I went again. You know, and then was able to come here and meet everybody here again.
Yeah.
That was a very special occasion to meet everybody. Because I missed last year.
Right, because you were supposed to come last year.
Anyway, it worked out, so I can come this year, and I'm happy about that.
Okay, well, I'm going to move my camera to the next
Yeah.
person. Thank you.
And thank you.
What am I supposed to? Yeah, what are the
Okay,
questions?
well, now just be silent here and let me ask the questions.
Okay.
Here we are. We're going to talk to Joanna Manders. So, Joanna, exactly how are you related to me, the spokesman here, John?
I am your niece.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good, you got that.
I had to think about it, because I know you're my uncle, and I was like,
Yeah, that's right. And how old are you?
25.
And where were you born?
I was born in Ann Arbor, Michigan.
Yeah. And where did you live most of your school life?
Hershey, Hummelstown, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Hummelstown. And what special award did you win in Hummelstown?
Oh my God.
Yeah, come on, this is big news.
Miss Hummelstown?
Miss Hummelstown. Yeah.
I did it for a joke, and
No,
it was,
that was
and
no joke.
It was kind of because my brothers kind of were like, you should do this, and then I was like, it was like I was in a parade and I had a crown, and I was actually sponsored by the Optimist Club, and then they had to write an essay, and they picked the winner, and I won, and I had just come from a field hockey game, and I won, and I was like, and I had an interview and all that, and we're supposed to do all this community stuff, like light the Christmas tree at Christmas and cut the ribbon and for openings of stores, and I actually went to college, and I couldn't do any of
And
that.
what college was that?
I went to Yale.
Yale. She went to Yale. So you get that on tape?
That's not a big deal.
So now when did you graduate from Yale?
2001.
Okay, and then now you're going on to school?
Yep,
At what?
it's the California College of the Arts, and it's for industrial design.
Good.
Yeah, it's been fun.
And do you like coming to Sunriver?
Love coming to Sunriver. I've been here every year my whole life. I'm talking so loud.
Well, Joanna, you're just a wonderful subject to interview. We're going to go on.
Okay.
There's a wild loop in the.
We've got Dan here. Now, Dan, what's your full name? I know you by Dan.
All right, Daniel Kenneth Hildebrand.
Hildebrand. Okay, I knew. Yeah. Okay. And where were you born?
Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Fort Wayne, Indiana. What brings you to Sunriver?
I drug him along
She clubbed me.
to go mountain biking.
Yeah, Joanna Manders found me and clubbed me and put me in the car.
Good find.
Yeah.
Did you go to high school in Fort Wayne, Indiana?
No, I did not. I went to high school in Reading, Pennsylvania.
In Reading, Pennsylvania, but you didn't know Joanna then?
No.
I didn't.
Nope.
She was
Pennsylvania is a big state.
Yep.
Yeah. So now, where did you go to college?
University of Pittsburgh.
University of Pittsburgh. Now, I know where the University of Pittsburgh is. Where is the University of Pittsburgh, Taylor?
I don't know.
Yes.
Pittsburgh.
Pennsylvania.
No, Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Pennsylvania's
What,
good
and
guess.
what was your degree in there?
Bioengineering.
It's the bioengineer we got here. So are you pursuing that field
I am pursuing that field. I'm a medical device engineer.
with a company or on?
With a company.
What company's that?
Sadra Medical.
It's like Sandra without an N, Mom.
Yeah.
And is that in Pittsburgh?
No, San Jose.
San Jose. Oh,
So he just, yeah.
that's opportune.
Yep.
Yeah,
great.
good for you. Do you like that? What you're doing?
I do.
Are you working on anything that you can tell us about?
A heart valve.
Really? All right.
But that's
Uncle John has to talk through the camera whenever he has a
But that's
conversation.
an understatement because it's a whole new concept in heart valves. It's not just a heart valve. It's a whole new concept for heart
A
valve.
revolutionary heart valve.
It is revolutionary.
And he can't tell you about it because I'll have to.
Well,
All I can say is, may you never need my product.
Yeah, there you go.
Does it have a chip in there? Is it how does it respond to?
Oh, it doesn't respond. I'll tell you about it.
okay. Well, there. So,
Really interesting.
Dan, how come you like to come to Sunriver? Do you like all of these crazy relatives?
The crazy relatives are great. Yeah, and the scenery's beautiful.
And his girlfriend drags him
And
out
she
here every
does.
day. Is that
I have to navigate. She needs somebody to find Sunriver, so I come over.
Yeah.
So you do all the driving?
I drove halfway. We split.
Okay, with that, we're going to close.
All right, cool.
Great.
Okay, you can grab your two beautiful young daughters.
That's okay.
And Kathy's next.
I have to go find my son.
No. I like a sticker on your back.
I know.
Okay.
We'll hold it up here.
The camera's rolling here, Jessica. So, now how are you related to me?
How am
John.
I related to you?
Yeah.
You're my uncle-in-law.
Uncle-in-law, that's good.
Yeah.
I'll bet I'm your
That's
favorite uncle-in-law.
You are my favorite uncle-in-law, of course.
How many do you have to choose?
I don't know, there are a lot of uncle-in-laws.
So Jessica, like, where were you born?
Seattle, Washington.
And did you go to high school in the Seattle area?
In the area, I went to high school in Bainbridge Island.
Bainbridge Island. And so you graduated from Bainbridge Island High School.
I did.
And you went to college where?
Whitman College in Walla Walla, Washington.
And what was the most significant event at Whitman College?
Meeting my husband, Mark Burl.
Oh, right.
Most wonderful man on campus.
Of course.
What kind of degree did you get from Whitman?
History.
That's pretty good.
History degree. I
didn't
still
know
remember.
that.
Yeah.
That's why you guys are compatible.
Yes.
Yeah, you're in the same classes.
Yeah, well, no,
Kinda?
not really.
Not
They're
really?
different years.
Yeah, we may have maybe had one before we actually knew each other, but
What year did you graduate from Whitman?
1993.
And who's this young lady at your knee here?
This is my youngest daughter, Molly.
Molly! Hey, Molly! Look!
Molly, say hi to the camera. Say hi.
Hi, Molly. She's eating some grapes.
Yes, she is.
And after she rubs them on her toes.
Where's Anna?
Molly.
She's watching a movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
We gotta get Anna on tape.
Oh, yes, she'll love that.
She's very shy sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. She warms up to it. I don't know if she'll warm up to that.
Okay. Okay, so Jessica, how come you like to come to Sunriver?
To hang out with the Lee Burles family.
Okay, well that's
It's
great.
fun.
Well, we
Hang out with
love you.
everybody.
We think that you're a marvelous person. We
Thank
always
you.
admire all the things you do to your house and how together you have everything.
Well, thank you so much. That's nice.
Okay.
It's fun to be part of the family.
So you were 3, Taylor, you remember that? You almost ran the baby stroller into the wedding cake
What?
at our wedding.
What? What are
This
you?
isn't the way
You
the
almost
interview
took
is supposed
the
to
baby
go.
stroller into the wedding cake.
We're asking the questions. What's your name?
I'm just here.
Come on. Name. Come on. You're just like
Mark.
a Burles.
Yeah, there's Mark.
Okay, now how you related to me? Huh?
Cruel twist of fate.
What do you mean, what different. Someone has to relate this thing together. You're just like
It's a softball. Let's keep them coming.
so. I'm your
Uncle.
uncle. Oh, good.
So the monkeys are
You got the answer. So where did you? Where were you born, Mark?
Portland. It's now. It's now like a drug rehab clinic or something.
And then you
I'm not
graduated.
quite sure what it was then.
And you graduated from what high school?
Wilson,
Wilson, right. Big high school. And where did you go to college?
Walla Walla, Washington, Whitman College,
Okay, what'd you major in there?
history.
Good, good. Do you have any other advanced degrees?
Yes,
Which are?
close to worthless.
You have a master's in, you have a master's in something.
International relations.
And you got that from
Johns Hopkins
Johns
School of
Hopkins?
Advanced International Studies, not just International Studies. It's advanced.
That's good.
Suckers getting the degrees in International Studies are at a disadvantage.
Don't play yourself down. That's very good. We're proud of you. So now, how come you like coming to Sunriver?
Beats going to work.
How many years have you been coming
How long
over?
has it been? It's probably since we made the transition from Coos Bay Lakeside to Sunriver. Is it
Well, I
probably
remember
15
when
years?
your father at first said, let's go to Sunriver, and I said, what do we want to go to Sunriver for?
What's there?
What's over there?
And then I realized you wouldn't have to worry
That shows
about
you how smart I am.
all these guys driving your boats all day long. Just waiting for someone to come back with one fewer person that went out.
Can you say something for our interviewer in Chinese?
Not anymore. There was a day I could, but not anymore.
How about hello?
I don't want to do that.
Konnichiwa.
Cheese.
It's Japanese. I'm skilled though.
Yeah, well, that's good. Japanese, learning Japanese is not bad.
Hola.
That's Spanish.
I know.
Yeah. Anna's got that one now.
Okay, well, we're going to move the camera
Yeah.
here from this very interesting subject, Mark, over to the next person sitting here. Oh, who's this?
Take
You are?
I am Sandra. I'm related to John because I'm his big sister.
Yeah,
One of them.
that's right. So, how many years have we been coming to Sunriver? When did you buy that condo?
We bought that condo in 1990. So we 90.
14 years.
So we have been coming to Sunriver for 14 years. I don't think we missed a summer. Have we? No.
I've been coming to Sunriver for 12 years.
Okay. Well,
But
since
you're
you
only
were
11.
born, you're only 11.
Well, I'm gonna be 12 tomorrow.
Okay.
Don't question me.
Okay.
So,
Want to know where I went to school?
yeah, I want to know where you went to school. I was getting to that, right. So, Sandra, where did you graduate?
Where was
from
I
high school?
born? I was born in Portland, Oregon.
Right, and where did you go to high school?
Marshfield High School.
And how did you do in algebra?
I was a stellar student in Algebra 1. In Algebra 2, there was somebody sitting behind me who distracted me and asked me. That person's name was John Stephen. And he wouldn't help me with my problems.
Well, shame on him. I didn't know that.
He didn't help me. And at Oregon State, he ended up in the same class with me. It was a history class, and I didn't even know he was sitting at the back of the room. I sat in the front, so I made eye contact with the professor. And he sat in the back and got an A. And I went in to argue 1 point with the professor. It was Professor McClintock. And he, yeah. And he said, well, which Burls are you? And I went,
I'm not John.
That was a mistake. You should have said John.
We're getting off track here.
oh,
We're wasting battery.
Wasting the battery. Okay. All right.
All right.
Well, anyway, I'm your favorite brother, because the other one isn't here to
The
speak
other
of.
one's not here.
And who are your two sons? Or who's your daughter and your son?
I have 3 sons and 1 daughter. Ernie and I have 3 sons and
Two
1
sons, or one son that is here.
Ernie Charles is here.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And Joanna is here. And Christian is coming, and Jonathan is not here.
And we already interviewed Joanna.
Okay.
And it was very interesting.
Oh, really? Okay.
And so we're gonna go to a different person.
Okay.
So, thank you. We're
I see
rolling.
the little red light.
Yeah. Okay, Ernie, we've got you on tape. We're doing the Sunriver Chronicles. So why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about your life through school.
All right. Well, my name is Ernie Manders, and I'm married to Sandra, whom you've just heard from. We met in high school in Coos Bay, Oregon, in the lunch line, which is no surprise. But anyway, then Sandra went off to Oregon State, and I went off to Harvard. And then when I went to medical school, she came east to teach. And then we got married. And during the course of medical school, I took a year off to write a thesis, do research and write a thesis. And that was Ernie's first year of life. And it turned out to be very good timing. He was born December 7th, and I started research January 1st. So I could be around for his first year of life. And and then training went on and on forever. And I finally got my first job at age 36, much to my family's relief.
So now, where was your first job?
It was at the College of Medicine at the Milton S. Hershey Medical Center of Penn State University.
And you were there for how long?
About 15 and a half years. And then I moved to the University of Pittsburgh, where I work now.
Tell us briefly of the patents that you've developed.
Sure. Well, along the way, I've been kind of lucky. I've had some good ideas, and I have 13 patents, and now 2 more are in one stage or another of prosecution, and 1 is actually in litigation. So, gee whiz, there's a lot to say about this, but one of the patents is being used around the world because it's the basis for expanders for breast reconstruction after cancer surgery. And another patent is being used for skin, which is also being used around the world as a wound dressing. That's battle tested. That's been used in Afghanistan and in Iraq, and it's been a lifesaver. And of course, it's used in the United States. And so I guess those are the 2 that are sort of really making the biggest impact. And then we have some others that are going to be very good, I think, in one stage or another of development.
And you're currently on the staff where? At
University of Pittsburgh.
University of Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's a wonderful place to be. We have a very busy plastic surgery service. We have the biggest transplant service in the world, the biggest neurosurgery service in the world, and the biggest ENT service in North America. And we do all their reconstruction. So we're plenty busy.
Good, that's good. And you recently took a sabbatical to Japan. What was the highlight of that?
Oh my gosh, well, it's hard to say what the highlight was. That was such a fantastic experience. I was there for 6 months in Kyoto, which is the heart of old Imperial Japan, and I had time to myself. So I finished a book. The book is now published. I wrote some chapters. I wrote some articles for journals, and I worked in the lab, and we have a wonderful idea, which is now being developed for a patent. And in fact, I'm happy to say, a big American diagnostic company is looking at it and is going to call me next Monday with the next step in terms of their interest.
That's super.
Yeah.
So what do you like about Sunriver?
Oh, Sunriver's a wonderful time to see everybody and get caught up. Sandra and I have been living in the east, so all kinds of things are happening in the family in the west, and we only hear about it by phone and an occasional letter, and it's wonderful to actually be here and see people. That's the best thing of it. But of course, aside from that, we do great things as well. Running around and having adventures.
Having a good time. Okay, well, we're going to go on to other people. So,
well, thank you.
Now we're talking to Jan Manders. So, Jan, how are you related to this whole group?
I'm married to Ernie, young Ernie, and then my whole family's here as well.
Okay, but before we get to this wonderful family, now, Jan, where were you born?
I was born in San Diego.
Oh, really? And where did you go to high school?
I went to Waukegan East High School. I was in the last graduating class from Waukegan East because they combined the two schools into one.
So then you went on to college where?
I went to University of Wisconsin for 2 years, and then I went to University of Illinois in Chicago.
And you graduated from the University of Illinois?
In 1995. It's good.
And then you went on to?
Then I went to medical school at Chicago Med, and I was there for 4 years. I graduated in 1999, and then I did general surgery residency from 99 until 2004, and I just finished that. And that was at Rush and Cook County Hospital in Chicago.
Oh, that's really excellent. Well, we're just really honored to have you as part of the family with all of those credentials. So now, Jen, how come you like coming to Sunriver?
I like being with all the family. I just met everybody last year, but it's just so great to be in such a big family. And it's so pretty up here and relaxing. I think that's what I like the best.
Okay, well, we'll end this interview now.
Thank you.
So this is all of Jen's family.
You live in Gurnee too?
Yes.
I'm John.
Hi. That's John too.
All right.
And we're going to interview her dad here.
Hey Luke, I'm going to be on TV here. You want to come stand in the camera?
Are you rolling the camera? Okay. Hey Leonard, we're gonna ask you a few questions. So how are you related to this large gathering?
Well, I'm Jen's dad, so I guess that's my relation.
Okay, well, that's good. And where were you born?
I was born in Montreal, Canada. Way back in
1943.
Hey, you're not supposed to say that.
When did you move to the States?
I went to the States in 1965 to go to grad school in California. And I've been in the States ever since.
Grad school in what?
In molecular biology.
Really?
That's right.
Are you currently in that field?
I am still in that field, although I don't exactly practice it anymore, but I am still considered a molecular biologist.
Are you working with a company?
I work for a very small biotech company near San Francisco, and we're trying to be a successful biotech company.
Well, that's great. That's really exciting. We've got a lot of smart people around here. Let's see. So, is this your first year in Sunriver? How are you liking it?
Oh, it's beautiful. Yes, I didn't expect it to be this hot.
Is this the first time you've ever been here?
This is the first time I've ever been in Oregon. I was telling Toby on the plane, I have never been in Oregon before. And I know, isn't it terrible? I haven't been to Ashland, and I've been living in California all this time. We haven't been to Ashland yet. And so I hope that this will be the first of many visits to Oregon.
So your children are Jan and John?
And Jonathan, and that's it.
Yeah, well, we'll back out just a little ways here and get Susan on tape. Susan, how are you related to this outfit?
Well, I'm Lenny's sister-in-law.
She's my sister-in-law, so that makes her Jen's
I'm Jen's aunt.
Great, and where do you live?
Well, I was born in Quebec City.
Oh, you live in Canada?
Yeah, I'm from Canada as well.
Well, what do you think about us people down here in the States?
You really want to know?
Well, I'm visiting your country, so I'll say something nice.
It's okay. We're not gonna fight.
Now, the reason
We love Canadians.
well, we love Americans.
We were in Toronto about 4 years ago. It's just wonderful.
See, I really like
It's a great city.
Yeah.
And Oregon's a great state. I've never been to Oregon before. It's terrific.
It is nice weather here.
Yeah, I didn't think it would be, like Lenny, I didn't think it would be this hot. I thought I was coming to the mountains and I thought it would be cool. It's not. Yeah.
So you're enjoying Sunriver?
Very much. Very much. Thank you.
So, what do you do up there in Quebec City?
I live in Ottawa, in fact,
Ottawa.
which is the nation's capital.
Okay.
And I work for the federal government. And I work for Parks Canada.
Toby, now, what's your connection?
My connection is I come with Lenny.
You come with Lenny.
I'm his significant other, or as he said, could be more significant other.
So do you live in the San Francisco area?
I live in the East Bay, near Lenny, near Berkeley. Berkeley!
All right. You're Jonathan.
Yes, I am.
And you're related to
Jennifer's brother.
Jennifer's brother. And where do you live now?
In Gurnee, Illinois.
Gurnee, Illinois. What do you do there?
Computer programmer.
Really?
Yeah, web development, database stuff.
Web development, Java, JavaScript.
Yeah, not so much Java, JavaScript. Yeah.
Danny.
Danny? And how are you related to all of this?
I'm the girlfriend of the brother of the wife of Ernie Jr.
That's right. You got it. That's good. Gee, you pass all these tests, you're not going to have to answer any more questions.
And I also live in Gurnee, but I was born in Germany.
Okay, now I'm continuing the Sunriver Chronicles with my favorite aunt, and that is No Truth. This is Aunt Pat Lee. So, Aunt Pat, let me see. Let me learn just a little bit about you for the tape. Now, where were you born?
In College Place, Washington.
That's right.
Just
Yeah.
across the Oregon border.
And when were you and my uncle married?
Oh, I don't remember.
It was about...
You were there, weren't you?
No, I don't think I was there. Sometime in the, what, the 50s? No, right after the war, 49?
September 4th, 49, 1949.
Well, this is my Aunt Pat, and I would come up to Milton Freewater every summer to work on the farm, and she took wonderful care of me.
Oh, yes.
Fed me, gave me good advice, made me take a bath every night.
Sometimes.
Helped me on my way.
Sympathize when the big wheel broke on the tractor.
That's right. I just have wonderful memories of every summer up there in Eastern Oregon.
Well, I have good memories of all of us too. We had a good time.
Yeah, and my Aunt Pat and my Uncle John and family. So now, Aunt Pat, you went to high school at where?
McLaughlin Union High School in Milton Freewater.
And then you went on to the University of Oregon?
Yes, I did.
And you graduated?
49.
1949. So here's one of these rare women that got a degree in the 40s from the University of Oregon.
Yes,
and
in
it was
art,
in art?
Mm-hmm.
Right. And then you got married and went ahead and raised a family. And
yes.
So
sure had fun doing that.
Yeah.
But I had a good partner.
Yeah.
It's wonderful. These are wonderful get-togethers.
Yeah, they are.
And then you get to see, my goodness, the little kids have just grown so.
Yeah.
And see all the relatives and all the new people.
Yeah, and there's another whole bunch yet to come in.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, part of ours are still on the road.
Right, and a lot of mine are.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to take you off camera.
Okay.
Thanks, Aunt Pat.
You're welcome, Stephen.
Okay, I'm continuing the Sunriver Chronicles with one of the beauties here. This is Kathy, my niece. So, Kathy, yeah, where were you born?
At Fort Lewis, the Army base, just south of Tacoma.
I remember that.
You do?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, that was a few years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, so every time we drive up to Seattle, oh, that's where Kathy was born, in Madigan Hospital.
And where did you go to high school?
Wilson High School in Portland, Oregon.
And where did you go to college?
Willamette University, following in my father's footsteps.
That's right. What year did you graduate?
1990 from college.
Wow. So did you play any sports at Willamette?
Just soccer.
Were you any?
I don't know.
See, now there's Luke. We got to turn this camera a little bit.
Oh, that's great if you like some. This is Luke's first time eating carrots.
Yeah, we'll get Luke and Joe. We'll get Joe on tape here, but we had to get Luke. Okay, now back to Kathy.
Yes.
So you graduated from Whitman, and then what did you do? Or Willamette, yeah.
My brothers went to Whitman.
Whitman on the brain. Okay, you graduated. Now, then what did you do?
Well, I had an internship at Hewlett Packard between my junior and senior year, and I had a job offer going back into my senior year, so I just decided to go on back to Idaho and join Hewlett Packard right after I graduated. So
was that a good move?
It has been. 15 years later. Yeah, I can't believe it's been that long.
So what's your current position with Hewlett Packard?
I am a first level manager, managing engineers working on digital copiers.
Good.
So it's these great big huge printers that also copy.
Huh.
So yeah.
Good.
It's good. And I'm back in Boise. Was there for 8 years. Moved back to Portland. Now back in Boise, and kind of picked up with a lot of the same people I used to work with. Live 2 miles from work. It's kind of nice.
Yeah.
And I don't know what else.
What do you? Why do you like to come to Sunriver?
Well, we came here all through growing up, so it's always been a place that I've thought of as a place to go have fun and relax. And we got married here, Joe and I, 6 years ago.
That was a wonderful wedding.
Yeah, that was great. And so I kind of like to think that wedding kind of started having more people come.
It did.
So I tell everyone about this, how lucky we are that my parents made sure that we knew all of our cousins, and now all of the cousins' kids are getting to know each other too. So
yeah, that's right.
So that's right. Really neat. And I took it for granted. I figure everyone knew their cousins growing up. But
no.
I realized that's not the case.
Many families don't.
Yeah. So this is one of my favorite things we look forward to every single year.
Well, it certainly is, and your wedding was just a wonderful event.
Yeah,
so.
There was lots of great memories. The timing was amazing too.
Yeah.
That was a perfect day.
Yeah.
But we miss my dad. I mean, we all come back here, and he's on everybody's mind. But it's nice to kind of come back and remember him.
Yeah, it is. So. It is. This is a great event because he got it going.
Yeah. In fact, it's 6 years later, I even have kind of a fraction of a second go through my mind, just thinking, oh, Dad'll be here.
Yeah.
And part of him is. His memory is for sure. So.
Yeah. So now here, hey, don't you leave, Mr. Joe. How are you related to this whole fray?
Well, I was born in an Italian orphanage.
Is that right?
Some years ago.
How'd you get into this organization?
Crossing the high desert plains of Idaho. I ran into this fine woman, and we got married and begot Luke.
That's good, yeah.
Luke Bob.
I need to go chase him.
And he's going to go chase. Okay.
So now, where did you?
We were married here in 1998. Did you get that already?
Yeah, I got that.
Okay, so anniversary time coming up for us, just like for Mark and Jessica. And I first came to Sunriver in 1997, and I think it was the winter of '97, and did some skiing and kind of fell in love with the place, and it's been nice.
Yeah.
So I always look forward to, I think I've been looking forward and very excited about coming here this year, especially for about 2 months now, just to get up into the high mountain area and get some fresh, clean air going through the lungs, and it's just been a pleasure ever since we started this little journey.
So now, where did you go to high school?
I went to high school in Seattle for 3 years, and I went to high school at Bishop Kelly, which is a high school in Idaho, in the Boise area. So I was there actually long before Kathy got there out of college. I was there. My mom went to Boise High. Her mom went to Boise High. And I have 2 uncles that live in Boise and a number of cousins that also live in the Boise Valley. So when we're in Boise, Kathy sees my family. But it's usually just one at a time.
Where'd you go to college?
I was up in Gonzaga University, 6.5 hours north of Boise, just off the Panhandle, the Idaho Panhandle. It's a little college. It's a Jesuit university, and I went to 4 years of undergraduate college there, and then I decided I was going to follow up and go to law school there. So I went to their law school.
Gonzaga Law School.
Yep, for about 3 years. Gonzaga has, let's see, 3 law schools in the state of Washington, and Gonzaga has a law school as well as University of Washington and Seattle University. So anyway, I wanted to stay in the Northwest, so I ended up there, and it's a small environment but has good teachers, and I ended up down in Boise. In my spare time, I was coaching kids playing soccer. Oh, no thanks. I was coaching soccer with high school kids, and Kathy coached little kids, and we kind of ran in the same circles, and that is how we met. And the rest is history, so to speak. That's all I got. Now you can turn it off.
So now what, are you practicing law in Boise?
I am. I'm a lawyer in Boise, and I started about 3 months ago. I started a law firm with a partner of mine, and there's about 5 of us. We're a very small bankruptcy law firm, boutique law firm, and there's 5 employees, and we're just, rolling along, and they don't get down service yet.
That's great.
Right.
Okay, well then I can turn this thing off. Thanks, Joe.
Oh, thank you.
August 12th,
I'm a farmer.
We're continuing the Sunriver Chronicles. So tell us who you are, David.
I'm David.
Yeah, how you related to me?
Cousin.
Am I your best cousin?
Hey, cuz. Number 1. Would you like to see?
Go on.
He asked. He's not number 2, I can tell you that.
So, how was it when you were young? Did I guide you well?
Is this spontaneous enough for you?
Define. I need a definition.
Did I provide older guidance for you that was very
survive?
that was very loving and caring and took care and nurtured all your needs? I never beat you up, did I?
Never threatened to drown me, Ernie. We tried to drown him. I thought we succeeded.
David, how about David?
So bright.
David,
must have
how about telling the story of how he wrecked the combine that day?
Oh yeah, you remember the combine?
Oh boy.
Dad's pride and joy, brand new combine.
I didn't wreck it.
Mom and Dad and I was just a little tot. They're watching
hasn't run out yet.
John Stevens go out to cut another bulker of wheat, and the tire falls off. And it does a full 360, and by the time he stops it, and of course Mom and Dad raced over there, and he jumps off the combine and says, "Honest, it's not my fault. I didn't do it."
I did that. Yeah.
His eyes were like this.
So, this is nice, David. I can see that I guided you well when you were young. Okay, Scott, I'm getting you on tape. You got to be interviewed for the Sunriver Chronicles.
Okay, I'm ready.
Let's get the big bang.
So, how are you related to me? Huh? You don't look like me, do you?
That's right, I shaved. Get in line. I'm losing the hair.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
You're looking like your dad.
Right.
Yeah. So, how many years have you been coming to Sunriver?
The first time I was maybe 13.
Gotta speak up.
13, so that's 19 years. Not that I've been here in a year.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Since it's for posterity, tell us what you're doing right now.
Oh, wait, maybe we should call my dad over.
Yeah,
so he
because
can
I want to hear it.
I work at MIT in Cambridge, Massachusetts. So I've been there 3 years.
He's a janitor.
As a janitor, and they let me teach physics, and I do research in astrophysics, and sometimes I get to go to Chile to do the observations. So far I'm still there, so
that's good.
In another 2 years.
Okay. So where did you go to school to get your undergraduate degree?
Right, so I went to Stanford from 90 to 93.
And then where?
And then I graduated and went straight to San Diego, UC San Diego.
Yeah.
And I was there till 97.
Yeah.
And I received my PhD, and then went to Chicago, and then went to Fermilab outside Chicago, and went to MIT.
Yeah.
Is that correct?
Yep. Okay. Well, thank you.
Keep track of these.
We're continuing the Sunriver Chronicles now. Introduce yourself, Corey. Corey, and how are you related to me?
I am your daughter-in-law.
That's right. She's my daughter-in-law. And you're married to who?
I'm married to Steve.
Steve, right. So tell us about yourself. Where did you go to high school?
Richfield High School.
And you graduated when?
97.
97. And so then what did you do? Where did you go to school?
And I went to college, Clark College, Community College.
And you graduated in?
2003.
Yeah, as a
nurse.
As a registered nurse. And now where do you work?
At Emmanuel Hospital.
At Emmanuel Hospital. In the what ward?
Surgical specialties.
Surgical. Yeah, wow. Great. So how come you like coming to, do you like coming to Sunriver?
Oh, I love it.
Oh.
It's wonderful.
You like all of us?
Yeah, except for the video cameras.
Oh, okay. Well, we just have to get your shining persona on tape.
You got it. There you go.
Thank you very much. Switch to Greta. Greta, how are you related to me? Huh? Keep it clean, too.
Yeah, it was a miracle.
Oh.
You should remember.
What?
The day I was born.
I do, yeah.
Nice sunny day, I'm sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
In Coos Bay.
Right. So where did you graduate from high school?
I graduated from high school from North Bend
In what year?
in 1998.
Good, good. So now, what are you doing right now to pursue your schooling?
I'm starting a PSU in the fall, and I'm going to be a geologist.
That's okay. And how long is it going to take you to do that?
Well, supposedly it's supposed to take me about a year and a half.
Good.
So I should be done in March 2006.
And what do you do? What do you do this summer to enjoy yourself?
You know what I do.
We're talking to the camera.
You know what I do. Well, I took my dad's boat up to Portland, so we play on the water.
Good. So how come you like coming to Sunriver?
Because I like coming to Sunriver to see everybody. And to eat. I don't know if anyone else mentioned the food.
And bask in the sun.
And the bask in the sun.
Right. Okay.
All right.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Your turn, David.
Please state your name for the record.
John.
John. What's your middle name?
Stephen.
Oh yeah. John Stephen Burrows.
Today is August 13th. The time is 7:37.
Sylvia always knows what's going on.
We are in the room present are John Burrows, Corey Burrows, Greta Burrows, David Lee and Pat Lee, and Sylvia Clark.
So let's ask a few questions.
And Scott.
So
what's up with the? Why does everyone call you Steven?
Yeah, why is
that
it?
start?
Well, that's a good question.
Because he told us his name was Steve.
Well, no, my father's name was John, and I was named John, and so that there was no confusion. People in my family, like my wonderful Aunt Pat, started calling me Stephen by my middle name.
Well, because my
Because I had an Uncle John and a Father John and so on, but
he was called Jack.
yeah, but he was John. So I was called Stephen by everyone up until I was 8 years old, and in the 2nd grade, the teacher put me on the spot. She said, John or Stephen or whoever you are, what are you supposed to be called? I have to make a decision. Bang, call me John. So after 2nd grade, it's John. Before 2nd grade, it's Stephen.
But still people recall refer to you as Stephen.
Now ask him how he's related to you.
Yeah. All right. I don't know. It's a hard question. How are you related to me?
I'm your father.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah, my dad's here. You good?
And I'm here to watch over you.
That's a dad's.
So you don't get into trouble.
Right. Don't get lost on the bike path.
Right.
Follow the right path. Where were you born?
Coos Bay, Oregon.
Me too. Who else was born in Coos Bay, Oregon? And where did you graduate high school from?
Marshfield High School.
Oh, Greta's really good at this. But you got to get them to relate more of their personality.
A little bit more.
What's the best sibling in the house?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Turn out mean and devious.
They were all good.
But who was your favorite though? Like, if you had to pick one favorite out of all 6 of us, who is it?
I'm not talking about us.
In our house?
Oh.
And they
in
want
your
to know.
I was the best in our house.
Oh,
Yeah, about the marbles and Uncle Jimmy.
Oh!
What about the fights and Uncle Robbie left you on the street? Who's that guy? Anyway.
And what about the candy you were eating when Mom came by? In the car.
Let's get relevant here to Sunriver.
Oh yeah, back to Sunriver.
This is a Sunriver.
Talking about cars.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we've only got a few seconds left on this. I've got to go to more people.
Oh right, important stuff. Okay.
So who was your favorite kid of your 6?
I don't have any favorites. They're all bad.
Yeah, I know. How are you supposed to pick out of this?
I try very diligently to treat them equal.
He does a good job. He's a good dad. Why do you like coming to Sunriver?
Because of great food, great relatives, and great weather. Very relaxing, and I just really enjoy seeing everyone.
Good answer. All right, thanks for your time.
Here we go. We're continuing our interviews of Sunriver Chronicles. So, now what's your name, Mr. Jordan?
My name's Jordan.
Yeah, what's your last name? Yeah. So how are you related to me?
You're my uncle.
That's right. You got it. So now what grade are you in?
I'm going to be a sophomore.
At?
Gladstone High School.
And your mother is?
Carrie Aldridge.
Yeah. She's my niece. So now, what kind of extracurricular activities do you participate in?
Track.
At high school?
Football, basketball.
Football, basketball, and?
Track.
Track. Okay. Really, you play basketball too? That's good. So what happened to you in football last year?
Broke my arm.
How long did that take to heal?
3 months.
Wow.
It's just pretty much done healing.
Yeah. So you're going to go after football this year?
Yeah.
And that starts when?
Right when I get back from here.
Okay. So let's see, what did you do in track this summer?
Through the discus and through the shots. Went to nationals.
What was your best throw of the year?
160.
That's good. What place did you get in the state? Yeah, and you're a freshman in high school. Yep. How's that meet? That was a good meet. So do you like coming to Sunriver?
Oh yeah.
Any particular reason? What do you like to do here?
Exactly this.
Pardon?
This kind of stuff.
This kind of stuff, okay.
Seeing everyone, just not having to worry about anything.
Yeah.
That's about it.
Okay. Continue the Sunriver Chronicles with
Michael Burles.
Michael
Hello.
Burles, right. So Michael, where'd you go to high school?
I went to high school at Wilson High School in Portland, Oregon.
Yeah, that's right. Where'd you go to college?
Whitman College in Walla Walla.
And you graduated in what year?
1996.
And what are you doing with yourself now?
I work for Pepsi. I'm a category manager. And I play guitar on the side.
Play guitar on the side. Good. We'll probably hear some of that tonight.
It could happen, I think. Perhaps. Oh, cupcake down. Ooh. Sometimes we lose cupcakes here at Sunriver. And they just go and no one can eat them. They fall with face down on the ground.
So are you able to relate a few quick, unique happenings at Sunriver in the years past?
Let's see.
Any hikes from hell?
I do remember this one bike ride where I think it was me and Mark and Kathy and Joe. And this was Joe prior to being a father. He was a little more crazy. And we were going the wrong way on a trail. And,
mountain biking, wasn't it?
Yes, mountain biking. We were the wrong way on a trail, and I think Mark realized we weren't going the right way and said, hey, we need to turn around, we're going the wrong way. And Joe kept going, saying, no, it's fine, we'll just go this way. It's like, no, we're going the wrong way. And Joe's like, no, if we go the wrong way, we'll just loop back. And Mark says, if we go the wrong way, we're going to end up in La Pine. Which was true. So, but in the meantime, we'd gone down like 2 miles of pretty steep, like stair-step trail, which we had to then go back up. And then I think my tire went flat and my frame bent. And, it's pretty typical.
You had to walk home.
I think I made it the rest of the trip, but I didn't want my bike tire to collapse in on itself like it had the last time I got with my older bike. Same thing had happened. It got warped, and then it kept on warping more and more. Then finally, my pedal caught on my spoke, and the whole thing just tacoed. It was brutal.
Yeah. So how come you like coming to Sunriver? What's so attractive about this?
Well, it's really great to see everybody. It's really great to relax, and it just seems like this is a place where families always gotten together to spend time together. And I came here with my mom and dad and Kathy and Mark for the longest time, and then Kathy got married here, and everyone came here, and then the Manders got their condo here right next to ours that we had for a while, and then just it sort of became the place where everyone always met once a year. And this year I'm really happy because I get 4 whole days instead of the last couple of years I've had to kind of wing it and only take 2 days off or something, or take 2 days on the weekend to come here. So this year I took a couple extra days off to spend more time and get pretty much as removed as possible from like being every day-to-day life, and just get to hang out and do some fun stuff and see everybody.
Well, as I've said before, your father was the person that started all this. I can remember when he told me back in 1990, he says, let's all go to Sunriver. And I said, what do we want to go to Sunriver for? Well, shows you what I know.
Yeah, everyone keeps on coming, and I like the way we always have condos spread all over the entire place. Yeah. Christian was just saying today how we're slowly taking over Sunriver. In a couple years, we will rent every condo, and the whole place will just be a big compound of Burles, Lee, Manders, everybody.
Plan. Well, thanks, Michael.
You're welcome.
Okay, Erica, we're in interview mode now. Tell me about, what's your name? Erica Burles. And who are you? Zane.
How old are you? Erica, don't you want to get in a photo? I am.
Yeah. So now, Erica, how are you related to me?
You're my dad.
Yeah.
So they say.
Jeez. So now, where did you graduate from high school?
I graduated from Manitou Springs, Colorado.
Yeah, and then where did you graduate from college?
Linfield.
Yeah. So what's your profession?
Are you recording?
Tyler.
My profession, consulting on business management.
Lots of beer.
Yeah. How long have you been doing that?
Are you on the?
About 7 years.
What is she doing?
What about legal stuff?
Interview.
This is a serious interview.
That was good.
Interview live.
That's up there. It's still up. I have a few good days like category. Yeah, that makes it
Yeah. So you're a business what?
pie in a second here.
The new term is business management
3:30.
software.
Yeah. But in conjunction with that, you have a certificate. You're a CPA, aren't you?
Yeah, unofficially.
A CPA that does no taxes.
Exactly.
So how come you like coming to Sunriver?
Pop it.
See everyone.
I will pop it.
Okay, well I can see, now you sit there, Tyler.
Yeah, look at the wet
So
spot.
now Tyler, what's your name?
Tyler.
Yeah, how old are you?
11.
Yeah, where do you go to school?
Costa already.
Who's your mother?
Erica.
Is that your mother, Erica?
Yeah.
How are you related to me?
You're my grandpa.
That's right. What's your favorite thing to do?
What?
What's your favorite thing to do?
I don't know.
Oh, come on, you know.
Watch TV or do sports.
Do sports. What sports do you do?
Check out the tattoo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What's that tattoo of?
Dragon.
Dragon. Do you like coming to Sunriver?
Yeah.
How come?
Because I get to see my family and you get to do lots of fun stuff.
Is that right?
Like canoeing, fishing,
Yeah.
lots of stuff.
Getting lost?
Yeah. Getting lost was fun. Like we're wrong chairs and then everyone started looking for me. Isn't that great?
Yeah. So when do you start school?
Monday!
That's right. Okay.
Really?
Now we're talking to...
Did you get that? She said nope, 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 and nope, nope. That was it.
We're talking to who? Introduce yourself here. Sunriver Chronicles.
My name's Steve.
Yeah. How are you related to me?
I've already been in it.
You're my daddy.
Yeah, that's right.
You're my dad.
Good similarity. So what are you doing right now? What do you do to make a living?
Watch lights blink.
Yeah, all right.
Drink a lot of beer. Yeah. Pays the bills.
What kinds of things do you do for recreation?
Seatbelt bill. I like my couch, motorcycles.
Yeah. How come you like coming to Sunriver?
It's the food. Oh yeah, I like the wife
Dishes?
too.
Like the
You like doing
wife.
dishes. Come on. Yeah.
Okay. We got it. Thanks. Sunriver Chronicles continue now. Introduce yourself, please.
Christian Douglas Manders.
That's good. How are you related to me?
I am your nephew.
That's right. That's
Sandra
good.
Manders, Sandra Burles Manders' son.
Right. So now, where did you go to high school?
Lower Dauphin High School.
And then you graduated what year?
93.
Yeah. And then where did you go to college?
Yale.
Yale.
Class of 97.
Oh man.
Timothy Dwight College within Yale.
Oh.
TD.
I'm really impressed. We've got this on tape.
To be unimpressed.
Okay. So what are you doing now?
I work with my mom and dad in Promethean Life Sciences.
Are you the slave?
I'm the lackey. Exactly.
Oh, good.
Exactly.
That's good. How come you like coming to Sunriver?
mountains, the caves. We were spelunking today, and actually whitewater rafting. But they're actually the thing that brings us back every year is the Papa Burgers.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
The Papa Burger shakes.
I miss my little Lego friends. I need my Legos once again. Legos in the wind. The car. I am a Lego superstar. Jamming my Lego guitar. Legos in the car. The moon. Eat my Lego soup with a spoon. When my Legos mature, they'll form cocoons. Legos on the moon. 'Cause the first time I made a spaceship of Legos, it flew away and never came back. So I sit in my yard and I watch the North Star, searching for the Lego attack. Legos in the sky, wherever they send me when I die. Legos will be my apple pie. Legos in the sky. Oh, look! Legos in my blood. They are my nephews, nieces, and cousins. Legos in the mud. Make sure to clean them when you are done. Legos. Movie. I don't care just as long as you're with me, 'cause I've been glowing now every day. I got this cure that you can't take away. The birds will be singing and the cows will dance. My entire horizon is filling with romance, 'cause I love you, baby. Never let you go, but I'll let you know. You make me crazy. I'm in love with you. There's nothing I can do but be in love with you. Never said that
Well, this is a continuation of Sunriver Chronicles, and so who do I have here?
Donna Manders.
Oh, good. Now, where did you go to high school?
I went to Marshfield High School.
Oh, great place, yeah.
A great place.
When did you graduate?
In 1970.
Oh,
a long time
with my brother.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, brother Jim.
Yeah.
All right.
And I had your mother for a third grade teacher.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Out in Charleston?
In Charleston, Oregon.
That's good. So now, where did you go to college?
She taught me phonics.
What?
Phonics. I remember your mom taught me phonics.
Oh, yeah, right. But I asked you where you went to college.
Oh, I went to Evergreen State College.
Oh, okay.
And then I went to graduate school at the University of Washington School of Public Health.
School of Public Health.
Yeah, I got a Master of Public Health.
So your profession is public health. Good. So now you live where?
Seattle.
Seattle?
Yeah.
So do you like coming to Sunriver?
This has been such a wonderful visit. It has
good.
been.
Is this your first time?
No, I've been here a couple of times before.
Right.
But yeah, I really love the river and the reflection of all the green on the river. It's just a constant watercolor in the making.
Right.
So I really enjoy that. And
Good.
riding bikes.
Yeah. And the nice warm weather.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Good. Okay, well, we really like having you here.
Well, thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Okay, so now I'm talking to
Cindy Manders.
Cindy Manders. So where did you go to high school?
Marshfield High School.
And you graduated when?
In 1972.
Okay. And then you went to college at?
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M. And so you're, pardon?
In College Station, Texas. The largest land-grant college in the United States.
And then you went on to?
Dental school at University of Texas, San Antonio.
Okay. And you're now a
pediatric
dentist in San Antonio?
No, I wanted to go back to a smaller town, so I went and looked where there was a need for a pediatric dentist, and I looked at Lake Jackson, Texas, and really liked the feel of it. I drove into town and saw the streets were named this way and that way and anyway. The curves were just gentle elevations from the road, so it really didn't make any difference if you were on the road. So these kind of things just really steered me toward it. It's called the City of Enchantment because of all the trees. It's very green, very lush, and it's right by about 10 miles off the ocean in the Gulf of Mexico.
So is this your first time to Sunriver?
No, my first time was not. My first and only other time was 1993.
Oh, really? I think I remember that. 1993.
Yeah, I hope I don't have to wait 11 years for someone to invite me again.
So we do have more people than 93? Yeah. A lot more people. Yeah. So you came up here with, you traveled up with your son Aaron?
Yes, and my mother,
and your mother Agnes.
Who's just thrilled to be here with all her, with her children and her grandchildren around.
Well,
and all the old faces from Coos Bay.
Yeah.
And faces from the past.
Right. Well, we're certainly thrilled to have you. I think I'm going to go get your son on tape here.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Thank you.
David had a nice massage yesterday morning. Thank you.
Thank you, Kathy.
Now who am I talking to?
Aaron Keith Bewley.
What was that?
Aaron Keith Bewley.
Bewley, okay. And where did you go to high school?
I went to Brazoswood High School in Lake Jackson, Texas.
Stay on the floor.
How big is that?
The high school? Hey Cindy, how big? 2,400?
2,400?
Yeah, 2,400.
It's like Marshville, huh?
Yeah.
So now, what are you interested in doing after high school?
So that's my problem. I'm interested in too much. So right now, really looking at computers, also in nursing and whatnot. I tried looking at aeronautics, but found out there's no schools around my area that do that. So kind of tossing around.
Okay, well that's good. We're connected to a wonderful family. So are you taking care of your grandma there?
Yeah.
Or she take care of you?
A little both.
Yeah.
we got a little mutual bond going. So
right.
I help her around, she cooks for me.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to take the camera elsewhere. So nice to meet you. Sunriver Chronicles. Who am I talking to here? Come on. No thanks.
John Brinker Lee.
Good.
See, now, if you
So
don't...
I hear great things about you. So what year of high school are you in?
Going to be a senior this year.
Yes. And what are you thinking about doing when you graduate?
Thinking about maybe double major, genetics, and maybe some form of engineering.
And where do you think you'll do that at?
Not sure yet. Thinking WSU.
Yeah. So you think you'll go on to graduate school and... Yeah. Okay.
What does he like to do for fun? That's what I'm.
What do you like to do for fun?
Not this.
Not this. You just like Whitney. You and Whitney would love it. Whitney wouldn't even come.
Because of this?
Because of me. Now I'm going to end this real soon, so I'll put you out of your misery.
All right.
I'm getting you on tape because you're going to be famous.
That's right. We're counting on it. Someone's got to take care of
reading, video games, cards, bowling.
What? Bowling.
He's on a league. He got, when I was out there, you got an over 200 games or something. All the lights went off and everything, and we got to...
Okay, well, I'll put you out of your misery. I got you on tape. Thank you much. Now, this is on tape. So who am I talking to?
Stephanie Lee.
Yeah, all right. Stephanie, where'd you go to high school?
I went to DeSales High School in Walla Walla, Washington.
So what are you doing now?
I'm actually moved back to Milton Freewater and rebuilding my grandparents' old house.
Really? Where at?
The Yuma Pine Place.
The Yuma Pine. I lived a lot there.
Yep.
I spent a lot of summers at Yuma Pine Place.
Yep.
Well, that's really. Well, that's good.
Yep. I'm excited.
Okay. So how many times have you been to Sunriver? A lot?
Yeah, probably 6 years.
Yeah. What do you like best about it?
Just gathering with all the family and stuff.
That's good. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. What's it for though?
I'm just going to get you here. Yeah, here's David's crew and Susan and Francis' crew.